now for is we're going to have second quest overworld, second quest enemies. We're going to have plus or minus 4 health. As we mentioned earlier, a full start screen shuffle, meaning they can start anywhere. And of course, second quest dungeons, not only in just the rooms themselves, but other things such as invisible walls, and of course, the notorious red bubble. So this should be interesting. RC drone actually going to be... Oh, speaking of which, there's our super ropes. As we get our first item on the coast, the power bracelet.
And we do have whiz ropes in the overworld.
We also find our first whammy for everybody here. So right now, of course, they're looking for... The other big thing is that now, from now on, no more mixed hints. It's all community hints, which pretty much means hit shops and other things are going to be absolutely useless. As RC drone finds level 4.
Yep, level 4 at the open screen in the forest, open cave in the forest. So I would imagine, well, JSR doesn't, but I would imagine RC Drone's going to pick his, poke his head into some of these rooms. He looks like he's going to do the bufferless clip, and he gets it second try.
Oh, but we've got a staircase, we've got a transport, which means that if I'm not mistaken, unless things have changed, we're looking at a segmented level 4.
Indeed, we do have a segmented level 4. JSR finding the warp zones.
Yep, find or take any road. Ooh, one of them takes him up to Death Mountain. That's always nice to find. So now the hunt is on, of course. The first thing we're looking for is that wooden sword. Hopefully we can find that. We're also going to be looking up for the Armos item. We're still on the hunt for that. So it should be interesting what we find first. We might also be looking for a take any room to hopefully find our blue candle.
So we do not have the Armos item over here on the eastern side of Hyrule, so it is either the Lake Armos or the Grave Armos. So we shall see what that is. I would imagine we might see JSR try to make his way over there at some point soon. Same for Drone.
Indeed, and they're probably hoping for the Grave Armos because the Lake Armos is the dreaded death spot, as I like to call it, since it's so hard to get to.
This is a stick-up.
Yep, there's our first whammy of the race here. And we find the bait shop. 42 for bait. That is cheap. I would not be surprised if someone picks that up later.
Hey, listen! Cheap meat!
RC drone now heading into vanilla level 5 finds that bait shop. Or no, that's the other secret. My bad. Still looking for anything right now.
Yeah, so, interestingly, we've come across a number of the open caves here, and we haven't seen a single secret. We haven't seen a single money secret yet.
That is surprising. Well, oh, and JSR taking a death over there on the coast. We also did just find the blue ring shop, 240, a little on the lower end, but still not perfect.
Yeah, you take the 10 rupee discount and you run. Looks like JSR is trying to do another HUD clip, and he gets it.
Gotta love that HUD clip. Can save you a lot of difficulty dealing with enemies since you can avoid most of them without having too much trouble there. And RC drone finding level 3.
Now it looks like, looks like he's going to go check out vanilla. Well, I shouldn't say vanilla level 2 because this is a mixed overworld, so that would be what, vanilla level 3 in a minute.
Yep. There's one of the.
Oh no, he's taking the warp zone.
Yeah, he's heading up to Death Mountain, which is interesting. A good call. There's a lot of potential secrets up there, a lot of places to hide. Though, truth be told, it's better if you go up here with bombs, since obviously you want to make sure you can blow up a lot of those holes. RC drone gonna check out the waterfall and finds another whammy.
Interesting that JSR didn't go check out the open cave up there in Death Mountain before coming down this way.
Indeed, he's going to check out this one here. RC drone finding another whammy in the waterfall lake. So 2 whammies right next to each other. Not what you want to see. But given this early on, it's actually for the best because this means they're avoiding a lot of those potential rupee losses that we could find later on. And I think JSR found the... no, that's not the Grave Armos.
This is the Grave Armos, but it is not the Armos item.
Yeah, but we find a secret. 33 for the medium secret. Not too bad.
Nah, it's above average. So you take that, you run. And I think JSR is going to screen scroll his way over to the Lake Armos now.
He's going to really hope he finds something over here. There he's can't find the sword, so he's hoping for an item. So it's only levers over here, so we're probably going to get whatever it's hiding. What is it? Can we see it? Can we see it? Looks like the raft.
It looked like the raft to me, and it looks like he did pick it up. So, in my experience, and this is just anecdotal from, what I've played, it seems to me like whenever the raft and the power bracelet are easily obtainable, i.e., they're the Armos and Ladder item, or they're super early to get in the seed, or they're the White Sword item, one or both of them seem to be very required.
Oh, hold that thought. JSR just found the Wood Sword at Vanilla Start.
Is this even randomized?
Brad! Oh, an 84 for the large secret. Not too great, all things considered. Still decent. Oh, and the White Sword item is the ladder. That is going to come into play later.
So, there's a little bit of good news and some bad news going on here with these easily obtainable items. They're not, the ladder is wonderfully useful. But the problem is now we're going to have a bunch of the zonks buried in dungeons, and that could be an interesting thing as we progress further.
Absolutely. It's going to make digging for those items much more difficult later on. Also, we did find a hint shop over on rcdrone side. However, because we know those are all community hints, he is going to be skipping that most likely, as rcdrone is now heading to Vanilla Start. He's going to be picking up his Wood Sword here shortly. And we find another blue ring shop here for JSR.
So I am slightly surprised that JSR, upon finding the sword, didn't immediately book it over to level 4.
I understand. Yeah, that's surprising. 19 for the small secrets. At least one of the secrets is pretty decent there, getting that. Oh, and there's our whammy again. Let's see how much of a loss that is. 20 rupees for the whammies.
Perfectly average. Perfectly non-randomized. So I'd say that the rupee situation in this seed is probably, I'd say, less than ideal, but it's not terrible. You're going to be able to do what you want as long as you find things, it's kind of sort of in the right order. You're not going to really have any issue with money in this seed. You shouldn't.
No, we're not looking at a poverty seed here, but it's not exactly going to be super rich either, as JSR finds a take any room here at what normally would be the Vanilla 2 here for Vanilla, but he's going to pick up his blue candle, and now he's going to hunt is on for dungeons and, of course, for other items.
Dr. Blue, to answer your question in chat, the plus or minus 4 HP shuffle is on, so you might see Wiz Robes having incredibly high health, and just like you saw, the red Gorillas go down to 1 shot, so...
Ooh, JSR finding mags over there in the Deadwoods. Don't know if we'll be seeing that, all things considered, but at least we know where it is now. JSR going to start hunting now. And bear in mind, it's second quest overworld, so a lot of the areas have changed.
And also something to keep in mind with the second quest overworld that I forgot momentarily. We only have one large secret in the overworld, so that 84 rupee secret is the only one they're going to find.
That's very true. So that means money is going to be a little bit tighter no matter what, even if it was a good seed. So that does contribute to a slightly more poor seed, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if that comes into play later on.
Yeah, but also keep in mind they're not going to be spending their money on hints, so they get that savings there. And 12 rupee bombs in the Deadwoods, it's not a bad price.
No, I think that's workable. Alright, so JSR now going to search along the coast. Going to see if he can find some other secrets. Hopefully find some dungeons. Ooh, 3 bomb drop from that red Korea. Very nicely done. rcdrone buying his blue candle from the shop. 59 rupees for a blue candle. I think that's worth the price. And that means he can have more hearts later on once he gets those take any rooms.
Exactly. Your Majesty, yes, this is Elite 8 flags.
Ooh, JSR and rcdrone both finding level 1 on the coast. And because using the entrance trick, we're going to try to open that first room. Now he's going to have to hope he can get a key from these blue dart nuts, or else they are already key locked one room in.
The blue dark nuts seem to be quite squishy, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, doesn't get a key, but it does get the map. So, ladies and gentlemen, name that ink blot. All right, JSR gonna find another room there with a bomb hole. RC drone goes the other way using another trick. Oh, early Triforce in one. Nice find for JSR. Since we don't have many keys, it's obviously he'll have to come back there later because there's 2 items in here. He's gonna want to hope to find those later. He'll see if RC drone finds it here in this black room.
And RC drone runs into the red bubble, and what the red bubble does is it takes away the use of your A button. That can only be restored one of a few different ways. You can run into a blue bubble. You can use a potion. You can go to the fairy fountain, or you can do a hard reset.
Yeah, luckily in the same room we find the red ones, there is a blue bubble in there, so that saves them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, but it looks like they are going to be key blocked out of this level 1.
They'll be able to get the Triforce, but that is literally about it.
So at least we've got some... Go ahead.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, at least we have some squishier dungeon enemies. You know, the blue dark nuts and the Gibdos being squishy are very good.
Nice use of the block clip there for that bush to get to the other burnable bush. Doesn't find much, unfortunately, but hey, nice trick.
So along with cheap meat, there are cheap arrows to be had, too. So that's another thing that watch them to purchase, possibly, if they get the rupees.
RC drone already only 2 rupees short from getting them himself, and we find another secret here for JSR, and it's just another small.
So it'll be interesting to see now that RC drone's going to pick up some more rupees if he goes right back to buy those arrows. Given that he went out of his way to pick up that blue rupee, I'm thinking he's going to go out of his way to go get those arrows right now.
Well, he's going to at least pick up the secret first, which would have also filled up his rupee count.
Blue Wizrobe's being a bit rude to drone right there.
Yeah, but he's going to reset, warp around, see if he can get right in there. Finds another secret, so there's another medium secret for him. He's getting his rupee count up pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks like drone is boogieing to go get himself some arrows. Always a good call, in my opinion. It prevents Goma blocks. It gives you an easy source of killing Pole's Voice, which, given what we've seen in the overworld, we're probably going to see a whole bunch of Pole's Voice in the underworld. So once you get the bow, that'll help. Oh, and it looks like drone does buy the cheap meat as well.
And what also helped when it comes to getting the arrows is that once it increases the odds of finding silvers based on how lucky these guys tend to get most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. And anything that increases odds of finding silvers, you take. Oh, looks like we're going to get a check on the potion prices here. 26 and 57, very reasonable. Although you do save 5 rupees by buying 2 blues.
Yep, so that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to buy 2 blues, which turns into a red. Saves him a little bit of money, plus gives him some health and some safeties from those red bubbles we talked about earlier.
Oh, looks like red Wizrobes are squishy as well. Looks like we've got a squishy seed so far.
Oh, nice easy way to start things off here in the Elite 8. But here's the thing. We've only found 3 dungeons so far. We have not found most of the dungeons yet. So this should be interesting when we finally find those.
So it looks like we're going to go get the raft spot checks on both sides, so we'll know if anything's required. Nope, no, the lake raft spot is a bust, and let's see what we have on the coast.
Yeah. And we find, nope, just the other arrow shop, so nothing at either of our coast shops, so that raft is a bust.
No, JSR getting bopped around by some of these Wizzies. Oh, and he hugs a red Wizrobe. Old man telling us to Google the map. Really? Thanks.
So still no sign of any dungeons yet. It looks like most of the dungeons are going to be in the west side, since we're not finding much here. And rcdrone trying to burn the wall there. Did not work out. No one gets a whammy for his troubles.
Happens to everybody. Now, again, I understand exploration, but I'm a little curious to know why these guys aren't going into level 4. Oftentimes in level 4, you can get like a free key or two that could open up the rest of level 1. Not to mention, you could find the item in the Triforce here in level 4.
Who knows? rcdrone, though.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. JSR gonna finally hit it. And rcdrone getting pretty close to level 3. He might be going back into there at least.
And there's a key.
You called it. Oh, we might have an early item room here in. Oh no, this is the one that rcdrone found before.
Yeah, this is a staircase.
And rcdrone now heading into 3. But now we're on the hunt for items here. Oh, we got red bubbles here in 3. JSR says, no thank you. I don't feel like dealing with that today.
Now what he's doing is he's saving his key. So now he's going to go into level 1, and he's going to see if he can use his key in level 1, and if it doesn't work, he's going to retry, and he's going to take a look at level 4 again.
Oh, we found a staircase in 3. Is it an item? Yes, it is. Oh, it's the silver arrows!
Well, that's big.
Holy cow, what a find for rcdrone. What did I say earlier? Buy the wood arrows and odds are good the next item you're going to find is the silvers. Ladies and gentlemen, pick up the phones because I just called it.
Yeah, that's quite the thing, especially this early in the game. That's his first dungeon item. That's quite the thing to find so early. That's a fantastic find.
Yeah, and rcdrone, or I should say JSR, just found a heart container off one of the Gibdos, and given that it was an enemy drop, I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually the Coast Heart.
Yeah, we'll see. It could be either. I mean, it's level 1, so it really could be either one. Now, here is the item in level 1. Let's see what we get. Well, the first item.
It's the red candle.
Not a bad find this early. Yes, it's 17 minutes into the game, but it gives them repeatable ranged attack, and especially if you get hit by a red bubble, it gives you now damage capabilities if you get hit.
Yep, so that gives them a little extra room to work with. Plus, it's early on enough that we haven't found all the candle spots, so having that now is not going to be a bad thing, so that's why he was willing to pick it up. Now, at this point, he's just looking for that other item in case it's not that Coast Heart. If he finds another heart container, then we will know that it's the Coast Heart. So that's what he's looking for. Meanwhile, rcdrone continuing to dig out level 3 to see if he can find that Triforce.
Meanwhile, these wall masters, they ate their Wheaties tonight. Woo!
Oh yeah, they are buffed. JSR finding a good amount of keys here in level 1, which is good because level 1 is notoriously filled with locked doors. So he's going to hope he can get through there. But oh, this room is not pretty. Dark nuts, Poles voices, and souped up Stalfoses. You're not having a good day.
No.
Ooh, rcdrone finds the Triforce in 3. So he is done with that.
Ooh, nice placement of the bomb there to get 2 blue dark nuts at once.
Oh, and there's our other item. It's Lord Banana.
So not exactly the greatest level, but I mean, he's certainly going to take the red candle. The boomerang, I'm sure he could take it or leave it. So, you know, not a terrible level by any stretch of the imagination.
Very true, but nonetheless, TGE is proud.
And the other thing to pay attention to is this again takes 2 of the more... what's the best word I can have without being insulting?
Less necessary.
There you go. 2 of the other less necessary items out of the way. So this is really starting to increase the value of these items here in the next few dungeons. We still have the flute to find. We still have the bow. The red ring is still out there. The white sword is still out there. The wand is still out there. So there's a bunch of value left in these dungeons. Absolutely.
rcdrone now working his way through level 1 here. He's already got himself his red candle. He's going to be looking out for Lord Banana. JSR going to try, and no, 4 hearts is not enough for the ladder. RC drone finding the room where the Lord Banana waits. I don't think he wants to do that room, but he doesn't realize that's where he needs to go. JSR now working his way towards Candle Row.
RC drone finding the red candle and's like, nah. Oh, now this room is fun. On RC drone side, you got a bunch of dark nuts with the BMOS. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, of course. All right, JSR heading over to what is in vanilla level 1. And finds level 6. Nice find.
It is, and it's not at the same time. Because this is, level 6 is oftentimes the biggest dungeon among the first 8. So this can really be a time sink.
Well, it won't be right now because we got a ladder block in 6, so he is quickly getting out of there.
Whoop. Meanwhile, drone looks like he's full clearing this level 1.
And he's going to realize real quick he has to go back to that other room, and he is going to be so disappointed with what he finds there.
Oh, look, I found a boomerang.
Alright, JSR is still searching around, having all the locations isn't checked yet, and RC drone finally accepting his fate, having to go to this NSU room to take out these guys, and again, the pain he's gonna feel when he finds out he's doing all of this for the boomerang.
And these dark nuts are just not cooperating by turning on him at the last minute.
Yeah, but he got them all down. He's just down to that Pole's voice now, so as long as he stays out of its way, it should be good.
I'm a little surprised JSR didn't buy the arrows.
Well, it'll pay off for him once he gets to level 3 and finds those silvers.
An RC drone getting right nose up to the boomerang and says, nah, I'm just
Oh, no, he got it. He got it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, I thought he... Okay. I thought he noped away from it at the last second.
No, he got it. I think he got Y-forced on that in a matter of speaking. Alright, so the hunt is on. We're still looking for quite a few of the dungeons. We've only found levels 1, 3, 4, and 6 so far. So we're still looking for 2, 5, 7, 8, and of course, level 9.
And it looks like JSR is probably going to come across level 3 very shortly. And hey, look, there it is.
Yep, and he's going to be happy with what he finds here. Let's see if rcdrone can pick it. No, maximum hearts required for the ladder. You need 6.
Sick. Yeah, absolutely.
To answer your question, OPT lawyer, the coast item was the power bracelet. And JSR finding smiling in glee, I'm sure, as he's found the silvers in level 3.
Yeah, so now really the big chunk of the map that hasn't been covered yet is Death Mountain. Otherwise,
most of West Hyrule hasn't been checked. We haven't seen the graveyard. We've only seen a little bit of the Deadwood. We've seen a good chunk of the Deadwoods, but yeah, the graveyard and Death Mountain are the 2 big areas we haven't looked through yet.
Yeah, and even still, we've seen most of the grave. I think it's just like the actual grave itself and vanilla level 6 we haven't seen. So we are definitely starting to run out of room for these last 5 levels here. So I'm starting to think we're going to be blocked somehow, either by the flute or by the power bracelet.
I'm gonna guess power bracelet, given the amount of potential places that opens up.
Yeah, and given how quote-unquote easy it is to obtain the power bracelet, I'm going to agree with you.
Also, to answer your question, chat, no, Magic Sword is the one item that is not part of the rando pool. That is always in a specific place. and it always is one of those that you have to have a certain amount of hearts, between 10 and 14 hearts to pick it up.
Meanwhile, JSR making great use of that red candle against those Vyres.
Yep, and unfortunately, I guess enemies do respawn no matter what here in these second quest dungeons.
No, it's not necessarily no matter what. The Vyres will respawn if you don't kill them with one shot, i.e. if they don't break apart into their red Keese counterparts, then they will not respawn. If they break apart into their Keese, then they will respawn.
Ah, fair point. All right. Oh, RC drone heading over to the forgotten spot as JSR picks up his Triforce, but what? Oh, he's searching for heart containers.
That's exactly what he's searching for. He wants that ladder.
And he makes a good call there as he finds the heart container one room off, which means him and RC drone are tied now on hearts, but we're still looking for dungeons.
All right, it looks like RC drone now is going to start to dig out Death Mountain. Farming some bomb drops there off the red Grias, and unfortunately not getting any.
RC drone searching through Death Mountain, finds the other hint shop. Well, that's completely useless though, because we know those are all community hints.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Gotta love squishy red Wizrobes.
Always a nice feeling when you don't have to deal with those guys. The question is, where is our next dungeon? We're still on the hunt.
I mean, you gotta think that at least one or two are up here in Death Mountain. You gotta think.
Oh, absolutely. RC drone finding the letter, not gonna pick it up. He is gonna go without potions this seed.
And RC drone now has his 6th heart guaranteed to pick up the ladder.
I get the feeling he'll be gunning for that pretty soon, all things considered. We know there's ladder blocks in this particular seed. Alright, so the search is still on. Where are those dungeons? And RC drone picks up his ladder, which means he can now go back into level 6 and start searching that out if he wishes.
I'm sure he'll get there, but I would think he's going to head toward the coast first and maybe go get that ladder, or power bracelet. And it looks like he might even world wrap over there.
Wouldn't be a bad call. Ooh, found another take any room here on JSR's side. Gets another heart container. Now he's got ladder access. Ready to go. But still no sign of any dungeons. This is getting interesting here. Where are they hiding? Are they all, like, or most of the remaining dungeons, power bracelet and... Oh, never mind. There's level 5. So finally, Death Mountain paying off.
Yeah, you had to figure at least one was in there. In Death Mountain. I really wouldn't be surprised to see another one.
I wouldn't either. Ooh, and Lax City with all these red Lionels in here.
Not only red Lionels, but they took steroids.
The last thing you want to deal with is beefed up red Lionels. And sure enough, RC drone world wrapping around to pick up his power bracelet. Oh, possible item location here. Only a few blue Lionels guarding it. Maybe we'll find something here.
Yeah, it's probably just the transfer staircase.
That's true. Level 5, we'll start introducing that. Also, another thing we should note is that in some of these dungeons, we could have invisible walls. Oh, here we go. Here's the staircase. Is it transport? Yes, it is. But yeah, something we should keep in mind is that in some of the later dungeons, we'll be coming across invisible walls that you can pass through that'll basically act as doors, so you have to keep your eyes open for that as RC Drone finds level 8.
And level 8 is indeed power bracelet blocked. It is the power bracelet spot near the fairy fountain in the forest. Oh, real early Triforce in level 8 as well.
Oh, hey, I'll take that. Though I suspect he'll dive back in because, you know, there's 2 items in 8. You don't want to pass that up. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Level 8's an awfully big dungeon very often. It's not surprising to me that he might just say, you know what, I'll come back to it, maybe.
JSR passing up a potential item room here. It's going to go into this room instead.
Oh, the first room was the room that was the other end of the transport staircase.
Ah, fair point. Okay, so he's going to check out this reverse C room here. Again, not with a pleasant amount of enemies. In fact, he's going to have to prep his red potion here in case he runs a little low on health. Thankfully, the blue lions aren't as buffed as his red counterparts, so that works out for him. And gets his heart. Let's see if that... he's got to get rid of the Wallmaster first.
And note he does have the compass, so compass looks to be a lot closer to where they started in level 5.
Yep, but he does find the item room, and it's the book!
So really now, there's only one big zonk left out there, the magic boomerang. Everything else is at least slightly usable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Random, we don't know yet. It's still kind of looking like it is, but we're not 100% sure yet.
Alright, RC Drone finding a small secret there in the river. Still haven't found any more dungeons yet. We're still looking for 2 and 7 right now. Oh, there's level 2.
Level 2 is ladder blocked along the river.
So that ladder more than essential at this point. Oh, and there's the other one! As JSR finds the Triforce in 5, that is the end of that.
Wow, so that's quite the ink blot in level 2.
Yeah, looks like a guy kind of trying to sit down on a chair.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't know if RC Drone intended to pick up the inferior model. Ooh, JSR finding level 9 up in Death Mountain.
So we went from, oh my god, where are all the dungeons, to, okay, we just need to find level 7 now.
Pretty much. Almost immediately. That was quick.
Looks like RC Drone going to check the power bracelet spot here in Death Mountain.
See if this has it. Nope, just a cheap bomb shop. So he's gonna pick up some more bombs to prep himself up.
Looks like JSR is gonna head over and get his ladder,
which we know is gonna be required. So he'll be making the right call there. So the questions that remain: 1, where is level 7? 2, where's the next big item play? Where one we're looking for the most is obviously the bow. We still need the bow. Everything else is helpful, but may not be essential, unless of course level 7 is recorder blocked.
Right, but given what's still out there, I mean, really, okay, so now we're down to what's the worst item left? It's probably the heart container. And that's still kind of sort of useful. So, I mean, when the worst item you have left to find is the heart container, you know this seed has given you crap early.
It got all the garbage out of the way fast and is now just like, okay, now find all the good stuff.
Now, looks like JSR heading back into level 4 now that he's got a couple of keys under his belt.
You know what, that ladder, we can avoid any ladder blocks in here. We still don't know the item in 4, so this could be a good find here for JSR.
JSR doing his due diligence and pushing against the walls.
Yep, an RC drone picking up a red potion from one of the tank any rooms. Obviously, he's not as worried about picking up magic sword later on.
It looks like JSR is working up a bomb count here.
Yep, might be setting up for the 10th enemy has the bomb.
If I counted right, that was 12 HP likes.
Ouch. Oh, we got a Goma block potentially here in this particular room. Hopefully that's not the item room.
And he does indeed get his bomb drop off that blue Gorilla.
Yeah, but he's also found the Triforce. He's found the compass, so he knows the Triforce is in this room right here, guarded by a Gleeok, but thankfully not blocked by the Gleeok, so he can keep moving around and find the item. Ooh, gotta be careful of those red bubbles.
Bye, Gleeok.
We'll be back. Oh, was hoping to leave, but only runs into a room of regular bubbles.
Yeah, and the regular bubbles aren't nearly as bad as their red counterparts.
Grabs another key there, and now he's gonna have to make his way through. Hopefully he does not hit those red bubbles, or else he's gonna be searching for the blues.
Yuno's bringing up a very good point in chat that if that item in level 4 is indeed blocked by a Goma, at least JSR knows it's not the bow.
Well, let's hope. Oh, careful. Oh, fine. Oh, there we go. This might be it. Gotta be very careful not to hit the bubble, but he gets in and he finds the heart container. Now we truly have found all of the garbage.
Recorder.
Only if it's not required.
Bow. Recorder. Bow. Red ring. White sword. Wand. What am I forgetting?
Let's see. Yeah, bow, red ring, any key, recorder, wand,
Any
white
key.
sword.
That's the one I forgot. Yeah. So, I mean, are we really talking about like the white sword being the worst item they could find right now, or the wand?
Yeah,
I mean,
really?
Really?
That's a nice feeling to have.
Of course, this also means then that the bow is in 6, 7, or 8. 3 of the bigger dungeons in the game.
Yeah, because that's the only 3 dungeons we have not found items for. In fact, since we are a little over half an hour, about 40 minutes in here, let's go ahead and give you guys an early rundown, because we've actually found all of the early items. Of course, the Armos item was the raft, Coast item was the power bracelet, the White Sword item was the ladder, level 1 had the red candle and the boomerang, level 2 had the magic of boomerang, 3 had the silvers, 4 has the book, and 4 has the heart container, and 5 has the book.
So JSR passing up the Triforce in level 8 to hunt down items here in level 8, which, given what we know now, is absolutely the smart move, because even if he doesn't find the bow here, he's gonna find something useful.
Yeah, pretty much anything he finds here is going to be something he's going to want to pick up. So let's see what he finds here. He might have found it already, though. This could be a transport. He's going to just go ahead and tank these bubbles so they don't do any damage to him. And sure enough, he finds the recorder.
And given how it's looking more and more like we have a block in a recorder block here for level 7, that's an excellent pickup for JSR. Now, RC Drone is going to be really thankful if that seed is recorder block because the recorder was quite literally one room north of the Triforce.
Alright, so JSR still searching through. Remember, there are 2 items on level 8, both of them under staircases, so he's hoping to find it. But unfortunately, no luck there.
Twin pudding cups, no. RC drone just took the Triforce and hightailed it out of level 8.
Yep, so it's giving JSR a chance to search through areas that he has not. Ooh, a Dodongo room. Gonna try to see if we can get a stun mock. Remember, if you stun a Dodongo without them eating the bomb, then you can hit them with your sword and it will cause them to drop a bomb drop. There's the heart container in 8, getting them only a couple steps away from potential max play. Uh-oh. We got a dig dogger here, but thankfully, what do we just find? Hey, we just found the recorder.
You notice we actually haven't found any push walls yet in this seed so far.
To be fair, our runners haven't exactly been pushing up against too many walls yet either, so...
Well, that's true, but we still haven't found any.
JSR now checking out the graveyard. This is one area we have not checked yet, so this could be something. Oh, we found our... Well, you were asking for push walls. There you go. We got one.
Commentator's blessing?
Can you really call that a blessing? And another dig dogger, though this one is not blocking anything per se, but he's still gonna take it out.
Could very well be a key.
I think that's what JSR is counting on, even though he's got 5, but there's 6. All right, and here's another room here, and with another dig dogger. What is going on here?
I do believe that there was a scheduled dig dogger family reunion here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this one does not pay off because even though this was a pushable block potential, it was not in here. Oh, and I think we just got a meat block.
Now, RC Drone did in fact purchase the meat. JSR has not yet.
Yeah, but thankfully it looks like it's not going to be too hard to get around that. Oh, we got a ladder block in here and it's guarding the company. Well, that's useful.
And Thurwolf, who is eagerly awaiting the winner of this match, has pointed out in chat that we do in fact have a recorder block as everything else has been checked.
Oh, so JSR has a slight advantage, but may not know it yet, as he has not checked a lot of the power bracelet spots. And there's there's our hint room, but obviously it's community hints only in this seed, so we're not going to be getting much out of that.
Confirmed no meat block in the seed. Easily get aroundable.
And there's our staircase. What's the other item in 8? It's the red ring!
So that's one of those items that is not a progression item, but it quadruples JSR's defense. So he is now capable of face tanking a lot of these rooms that may be difficult to get around.
Indeed, and both of them picking up Triforces at relatively the same time there, as RC Drone also picking up the Triforce in 5. I don't know if he got if he found the book in there or not, though. I'm pretty sure if he did, he wouldn't care anyway.
Dark Falls, no, but I don't think there are 2 meat blocks here in this. Even though it's a second quest overworld, the underworld is still first quest based.
They start checking a lot of the recorder spots here in the desert. Still not finding much yet, unfortunately.
Drone looks like he's heading back into level 6.
Yeah, we have not seen the item in here yet.
JSR blowing his tutti flute round, seeing if he can't find level 7.
Not having much luck, unfortunately, so far. The RC Drone's going to have a little bit of a chance to check level 6 thoroughly now that he has that ladder. Hopefully he'll find something here. We're still looking through It's either in 6 or 7 is that illustrious bow. The question is, what else are we going to find here? And as JSR now checking out one of the recorder lakes and finds a take any room.
Well, look at RC Drone's key count. He's already at 7. It's steadily climbing, so you know what is coming up here in level 6.
It's going to be the Annie key.
We shall see, though.
It always, yeah, it's the common curse. Whatever you don't need it, that's when you find it.
Trails, the recorder was in level 8.
Ooh, ton of red bubbles here in 6 here. RC Drone trying desperately not to hit any of them, but they are not making it easy, that's for sure. But he finally makes it through. My God. Oop,
nice fancy feet there. Let's see what we have here in 6. Or that's, oop, red bubble.
Yeah, but he knows the blue one's right there, so he's not worried about it. He's going to go ahead and hit that back, and then he'll head back into that transport, perhaps.
It looks like JSR is about to stumble into level 2.
Yeah, he won't be too happy with what he finds in there, but hey, you still need that Triforce. Which, actually, RC Drone did not pick that up earlier, so this could give JSR the lead. Nice job getting around all those bubbles there for RC Drone, heading to the transport. Gonna see what's on the other side. Takes him pretty far north there. Oh, right into the Triforce. Nice find there. But he's gonna keep looking because he wants to find that item. He knows that it's either here or in level 7 is the bow, and he needs that. So he's gonna keep digging.
Indeed, he will. And of course, we know that level 7 is indeed recorder blocked. So
we just don't know which recorder area is hiding it.
Dark, I believe Drone was key blocked his first time here in level 2.
Ooh, we got a bomb upgrade here. Ooh, 5 bombs upgrade. Nicely done for RC Drone. Pretty decent price for a good amount of bombs. I will take that.
Absolutely. You take that and run. RC Drone using boomerang strats effectively to get rid of these dots.
Oh, possible item, possible push block room. Oh, never mind. There's a shutter door there, so that is no go. Where is that item? Oh, trying to be very careful there. Fortunately, he's looped back around to the transport, so he's going to head back in there and go back up to the top, see what else he can find.
JSR, meanwhile, hunting through level 2 to find, hopefully, the Triforce.
Oh, no, he's hoping, RC Drone trying to find the item. He knows where the Triforce is, but yeah, JSR is trying to find the Triforce.
Whatever I said.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, it's one of those guys.
Oh, Rupee Boss there for JSR as he's found the compass, and looks like the Triforce was literally one room over from that, so that was helpful.
Nice, and in a room full of blue bubbles as well.
Gotta love that.
So JSR now with a bit of a distinctive lead here. He's got the recorder, which is pretty much required to find level 7, and he has the Triforce out of 2. So now Drone is clearing level 6 here, and this might be the item room, so maybe the lead isn't quite as large, but to me it is a definite lead right now for JSR.
Indeed, but if he finds the bow, and considering how long it took him to get to this, oh, I think we found it. What's the item in 6? It is the bow!
So that'll confirm that JSR does in fact have to dig level 6, or yeah, level 6 for that bow. So now I guess the question is he going to find level 7 first and dig the item out of level 7? Now, again, the item out of level 7, I mean, the worst thing we're going to find is the any key or the wand. So...
Indeed. So we are officially in no mode at this point because all RC Drone has to do now is find the recorder out of level 8 and he will be in go mode. And for JSR, it's just simply finding the bow. But RC Drone got to pick up his Triforce out of 6. So that closes that gap for between the two. The only thing that separates them is one item each. Though I think in terms of which item is more effective, more useful in terms of holding that lead, I think JSR has a slight advantage there because he's gonna find that bow eventually. And he knows the recorder's needed somewhere.
Drone now knows that the recorder is in fact an 8, so he's going to 8. He knows the recorder is required, and he knows the recorder's an 8. And he's going to find it one room north of the Triforce, and he's done.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any chance Drone digs out this level for what turns out to be the red ring. I think he's going to get the recorder here, and he's going to bail, and he's going to start tooting his horn around Hyrule trying to find where level 7 is.
Well, you might be correct on that, but he is going to find that recorder. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you check your watches or your phones or whatever timekeeping device you have here at this time, you will see that it is displaying the turn time as go mode time.
It is absolutely go time for RC Drone. So that lead I was telling that JSR has, never mind.
Well, you said yourself, it wasn't a huge lead. It was a significant one, but not a huge one, so it was very quick to change. JSR now picking up that bomb upgrade out of 6. Once he finds that bow, he is going to be in go mode himself, so it is a very close race, without question.
Which, as it should be at this point in the tournament. Yeah, they are really close to each other right now. Now, if JSR finds the Triforce at the other end of the transport staircase and decides not to dig 6, that's going to be a problem.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. He knows that the bow is either here or 7. You're going to want to dig that out. You want to dig these dungeons out.
Agreed. We see the map here for level 6, and that's ugly.
It's level 6. What do you expect?
It looks like a reject from Majora's Mask.
Oh, God. Yeah, like early concept art of the stone mask. Have you ever seen that thing? Though I do also agree with Yunos. It kind of looks like a compound bow. Oh, there. Hey, like I said, he finds the Triforce, but he is not going for it because he knows there's got to be something in one of these, not one of these 2 dungeons. So he wants to get that first.
Which is absolutely positively the right call.
So now the $1 million question, where is level 7?
Boy, I think the only thing we haven't really seen, I think, is the recorder spot in the grave.
Which is, I get the sense RC Drone might be heading that way.
Maybe he's headed to the... Oh, no, I forgot about this one. Oh, no, it's not here.
Nope, just a whammy. Oh, but JSR, he's at the room. He is just a few Lionels away from go mode. Pushes the block, enters the staircase, and he is smiling at what he sees.
So really, the most major difference for these 2 runners right now, as we have it, Drone has more of the overworld covered, but JSR has the Triforce out of 2.
I think it's safe to assume that it's going to come down to level 9. Level 9 is going to... There's a reason it's called the Great Equalizer. But given that they're already pretty equal going in, it's going to be the determining factor.
Oh, Yunos pointing out we also have the Lost Woods recorder spot yet to see.
to start here, over here in the graveyard spot first. Let's see if this is the one. Is it? No!
No, so it looks like the Dead Woods then, maybe.
It's looking that way. And again, I think that's where RC Drone is heading as JSR picks up his Triforce in 6. He now has to find where level 7 is as well.
Nope, Drone gonna go into level 2 first. No, wait. Never mind.
Ooh, this is getting intense here. Where is level 7? It is hiding somewhere.
It's gotta be in the Dead Woods, I think. It's gotta be the Dead Woods flute spot. Which is interesting because now look at JSR. He's got 10 hearts. I wonder if he takes a look for Magical Sword while he's down in the southwest corner.
I mean, if it's a quick check, you know, worst case scenario, he doesn't get it, but I would at least try for it. Yeah, that would be interesting.
It looks like they're going to check it within mere seconds of each other.
Yep, JSR is going to be the first one. Is this it? There it is! Level 7 is found!
Alright, so JSR is just going to be hunting the Triforce here, as is Drone. Now, if they stumble into the item, okay, fine. But they're not going to be looking for it.
They'll check along the way, but if they find... Oh, never mind! They already... JSR's already got it!
So the difference comes down to RC Drone gets key locked out of level 2, whereas JSR doesn't his first time through. Oh. So that's going to give JSR the advantage.
All right, let's see. Is 10 hearts enough?
It is!
JSR is going into 9 with mags! That is huge!
Ooh, that's big. That is a big advantage for JSR. Having Red Ring and Magical Sword and a Red Potion. It's just, he needs to find Ganon, he needs to find Zelda, and this is over.
Yeah, this is a huge lead, and he knows exactly where level 9 he is. He is heading right for it. So, yeah, this is a huge lead for JSR right now. All right, so as we head into level 9, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking for 2 things. We're going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. When we hear that, we know that the beast is only 1 room away. We're also going to be looking for a single shutter door that, after destroying all the enemies, does not open. That is the location of our kidnapped princess. We're also going to be looking for 3 hint rooms that will contain one of 3 hints. One is one of 4 hints. One will be the location of the beast. One will be the location of the princess. Well, we already found the compass. That was going to be our 3rd hint. So we don't need that anymore. And, of course, the location of the silver arrows, which is another hint we do not need. The other thing we should note, there are 2 item staircases and 6 sets of transport staircases for a total of 14 staircases on top of bomb holes and push blocks. Oh, and we found the wand!
Yeah, given he has Magical Sword, he's not going to waste time picking up the wand because he's, I mean, given the time of 57:49 that he got into this level 9, there is no way there's no way JSR doesn't think RC Drone isn't on his tail. I mean, he right now is saving every second because he's got to think RC Drone is right behind him.
And I just realized a very critical mistake I just made because I mentioned all those hints. They're all replaced with community hints. What was I thinking?
Yeah, you got carried away in level 9. It
I'm
happens.
so used to doing that rundown every stream we do that it just kind of rolls off the tongue. But yeah, we will not be looking for those hints. We know that all of them are useless. But we will still be looking for everything else. Now, no matter how you look at this, even when RC Drone does get here first, the advantage clearly goes to JSR since he has mags, because he will have a lot shorter of a Ganon fight here. Even if by some miracle he finds White Sword first. Because that is a 4-hit difference. Magical Sword takes 4 hits. White Sword takes 8. And of course, Wood Sword takes, what, I believe it's 14, 16?
Well, it's 15 vanilla, but I do believe the Ganon's HP can go down by as much as 4. So I think we're looking at an 11 to 15 HP Ganon here.
Yeah, so we do have to be aware of that going forward.
rcdrone picking up his Triforce in level 2, so he's going to head over to level 9. Meanwhile, JSR finding a push-through wall here in level 9. Let's see if it leads him anywhere. Now, chat reporting that drone has to find 9. I thought he found it.
He's warping right to it. He knows where it is.
Yeah, I thought he knew. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. So there's still a slim chance that rcdrone can still win this race. However, again, the advantage still, in my opinion, goes to JSR, given that he has max. That is going to make a huge difference. Even if they start their Ganon fights at the exact same time, you know rcdrone's gonna have a much tougher fight.
And also, what's the difference here? JSR went in at 57.49. I have rcdrone going in at 1 minute 55. That is a 3 minute and 6 second time differential. That is easily something that can be made up here in level 9.
Yes, however, there is one other thing we have to bear in mind. rcdrone did not pick up the red ring out of level 8, meaning he has a health differential. That, with these tougher enemies, that could make a difference.
It could indeed.
Alright, so we're listening for that roar. Of course, our runner's trying to be careful about when they use transport staircases so that they know where they are and where they're going. It's a tricky thing to do. They know where Zelda is, but they don't know where Ganon is yet. And unfortunately, like I mentioned, because all the hints have been replaced with community hints, they don't have that luxury of finding that out. They have to find them on their own. Ooh, Patra. Bear in mind, the roar of Patras can drown out Ganon's roar, so we have to defeat this Patra to verify.
Well, even still, though, there is a blip that you can hear if you're paying attention for it. You can hear an audible blip right when you first enter a room with a Patra that you can kind of make out that, okay, wait, there's an audible blip there. Ganon's got to be in one of the surrounding rooms. But you have to be listening for it.
Also, chat pointing out we got some squishy Gibdos. Never a thing to hate when you get Gibdos that go down so easily.
Yeah. No, squishy Gibdos always good, especially in level 9 because they're bomb droppers.
Oh, JSR trying so hard, but he was just surrounded by those red bubbles, so he's gonna have to use his red potion to heal up and disengage that to take on these blue moblins.
Yeah, because I believe he wants to check to see if this is a staircase. It looks like it is.
And it's a transport. He's gonna save that for later.
They're kind of somewhat in proximity to each other right now. So if Ganon is in this area, we're in for one heck of a finish.
Yeah, since both of our runners do have the compass, they know where Zelda is.
And I'm pretty sure they both know the path to Zelda, too. It's a pretty straightforward path.
Indeed, so it's down to who finds Ganon first. Oh, this is getting intense. This is going to come down to the wire, folks. Yeah, they're pretty much almost in sync right now. They're high-fiving there for a second.
My head keeps going back and forth from screen to screen, trying to figure out who's where and just everything.
Amen to that. And what's worse is right now we can only hear the audio on JSR side. We don't know if RC drone's going to hear the roar. So this makes it even trickier. He might find Ganon before we even realize it. Oh, wait a minute, we hear it! JSR's one room away. Is it over here to the left? Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon!
4 hits, 3 or 4 hits with the magic sword, and Ganon will become bacon. Let's see what we have here.
There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's bacon!
All right, so now JSR just has to get his Batutski over to Zelda.
And he's heading up. Don't know what he's thinking there, but I guess he wants to try to find a transport to save some time.
I think he knows where a transport is, I think. Because he's beelining toward a transport, I think.
I think you're right. Oh, good call there. Takes him right near where he wants to be. I think this race is just about over, folks.
Meanwhile, Drone has Ganon.
He finally finds the pig, but it's too little too late. JSR has found the shutter door. He enters the room. Ladies and gentlemen, JSR2gamers has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 31 seconds.
And JSR will go on to battle Thurwolf in the upper bracket final of the Z1R tournament. Meanwhile, rcdrone takes out Ganon and will make his way over to Zelda.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's too little too late, but man, this was close.
Yeah, this was really close, and we'll talk about it with the runners coming up shortly. But the major difference was, unfortunately, the order in which they did things. JSR got into level 2 with enough keys to get through the level, whereas rcdrone didn't, unfortunately, and that pretty much was the difference in the race.
Yeah, but rcdrone is now heading down. He is now ending the room. 1 room down, and there he is, finishing up with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 36 seconds. What a close race, only a minute apart.
A minute apart when they entered level 9, 3 minutes apart. So rcdrone had a 2-minute better level 9 than JSR did.
Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. All right, JSR now joining us here in the channel. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was shaking so hard I got my headphones all twisted up.
Do not blame you. You have no idea how intense that was. Only a minute apart.
Yeah, I felt like I kept looking up at the IRC expecting that dot done. I mean, I got trolled so hard looking for the bow, and I went into 6 early, and I think I was key blocked or something, and I left, and I started looking at 5. I full cleared 8, which, you know, the red ring and all that was good, but I just wanted the bow for go, because I figured I had all of the checkable areas, you know, on the map already looked at, except for power bracelet and recorder, so I figured 8 was ladder blocked, or not 8, 2 was ladder blocked, but I kind of figured there was 1 or 2 levels hidden like that, so I figured I had everything to go, and yeah, I completely thought I was going to lose that race.
It was close. It was really close. And by the way, rcdrone is also here. rcdrone, great race, man. You had a really nice run. It's just JSR was unfortunately just 1 minute faster than you, but well done, sir.
Hey, thanks, E-Man.
GG RC.
Yeah, GG JSR.
Yeah, honestly, like, this is a case of, like, it really wasn't any one mistake either of you guys made. It was just a matter of little things, you know, just rcdrone. The only thing that really held you back was not being able to complete 2 right away. Otherwise, this would have been a lot closer of a race. So no shame on your part, man.
Yeah, actually, I thought I was actually ahead because I didn't have to dig 4, 5, 7, or 8 for items, and I dug 6 for the bow. So I was kind of surprised that I actually lost the race. Yeah, I guess that happens.
Yeah, it was a completely close race. I mean, you guys were neck and neck. The lead went back and forth. At some point, I said that JSR had a lead, a discernible lead, but not insurmountable. And then within a minute of me saying that, Drone, you just completely flipped it when you got into 8 and found that recorder so fast. Now, JSR had already had it, but you had a large overworld advantage on JSR when you picked up the recorder. So this was a really, really close race. You guys both played at a super high level.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky too because the only levels I didn't have the items out of was 6 and 7, and I was looking for 7 up on Death Mountain by Vanilla First Quest 9, and if it had been up there, I would have dug 7, which I don't know what was in it. Oh no, I know because it was the white sword because no, it could have been the
Could have been the
Any key. Yeah,
the Any key. Those are the only 2 items that neither of you guys found. We found everything else. In fact, quick item rundown for those who just missed most of this race. Our most item was the raft. Coast was the power bracelet. White sword item was the ladder. Level 1 had the red candle and the boomerang. Level 2 had magic boomerang. 3 had the silvers. 4 had the heart container. 5 had the book. 6 had the bow. We don't know what's in 7. 8 had the recorder and the red ring, and at least one of the items we know in 9 was the wand.
Yeah, so I mean, if I find 7 before I went into 6, then I lose this race for sure. And obviously, Drone, you're an amazing runner, man, and I really want to say thank you for the race and best of luck to you going forward. Maybe we can meet up again in a few rounds.
It was definitely
good game to you too.
Yeah. Seriously, guys, it was intense watching that. Like we knew the elite rates were going to be insane, but my God, this is the kind of stuff we'd expect from you guys. I can only imagine what's going to happen from here.
Yeah. So, JSR, you are in the upper bracket final against Thurwolf. Any thoughts?
Thurwolf kicks my butt daily, so I'm in trouble.
I have a hunch you're a little underselling yourself there, sir. And RC Drone, you are still in the tournament. You go down into the lower bracket where you will face the winner of Unos versus the winner of Jan Eveler and Breasticle. So you both got real good matches coming up. Drone, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, can all 3 of them lose, please?
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, I knew going in, if I lost, I was going to have to face one of those guys, and all 4 of the potential people we had to race was going to be tough, and I don't envy you, but then again, I look up and I see I'm facing Thurwolf, so I don't envy myself either.
Yeah, I mean, we are down to the cream of the crop here in Z1R, and there are some runners that aren't in it anymore that are cream of the crop, I would say. So you guys have done well to get this far. You're both still in the tournament. This is great job, guys. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. Shades and Z-Man for the call. Randomania for the restream. I think, I don't know who the tracker was, but thank you very much for tracking, and appreciate everyone putting this on.
That would actually be Dark Falls 1983 who did our track tonight, and also shout out to OPT Lawyer who was our restreamer tonight. Make sure you give all of them a follow. And of course, make sure you give JSR and RC Drone a follow as well. And of course, myself, my co-commentator, Z-Man050778. You need to shorten that, dude.
Just call me Z-Man. Everybody knows who I am at this point.
That's true. Fair enough. But give you guys a quick rundown. We do have a couple races coming up here in the next couple of days. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. we do have Dracados versus TA909. So make sure you don't miss out on that. And then, of course, on Sunday at, it looks like 10 o'clock, we'll have Jam Evil versus Breasticle. So that gives you an idea of what we got coming up. We won't have as many races, but oh boy, are they gonna, if they're anything like what we got tonight, they're going to be just as epic. You do not want to miss them.
Absolutely not. No, this is a great rest of the tournament. And if I'm going to take a second, tomorrow on Randomania, here, I believe it's going to be on Randomania Main, I think. We'll see. We've got a back-to-back double header of Dragon Warrior Chaos tournament races. So and I have to say one of them is featuring me as one of the racers. I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked, but who cares? But we've got a bunch of good stuff coming up here on Randomania in the next couple days. Make sure you all tune in. And yeah, this Zelda 1 tournament is nuts. You don't want to miss any one of these remaining matches.
Absolutely. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming 1 through 4, Randomania 1 through 4, for all of the amazing races yet to come. But on behalf of everybody here in the Randomania family, my name is Deshays, and as I always like to say, rock on, guys!
Good night.